Hi, Gary here. You know, one of the number one reasons why marriages fail is financial stress. And, you know, you see people in their cubicle maybe squeezing a ball, you know, to relieve the stress, and we're told, hey, eat right, sleep well, you know, exercise. Well, we kind of know all that, but aren't we just treating the symptom and not the cause? And so one of those causes is having no budget. Yeah, really, having no budget causes a lot of financial stress. And I've got 3 little rules dealing with having no budget. 3 of my 10 rules, and they go like this. Number 1, if you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. Number 2, whenever possible, use OPM, which stands for other people's money. And number 3, prioritize by taxation. And what I mean by that is, you know, tax deductible, tax deferred, tax free. Do those first before you get to things that are taxable. So, you know, what's this whole budget's all about? Well, we have controllable expenses. You know, we get out of college, get out of school, get out in the real world. We can control our housing. We can control our transportation. We can control our debt, at least taking on new debt. So for those of you who are already out there and you're already in a position where you've got your housing, you got your transportation, you got debt, then maybe you got to do a reset here. But either way, those 3 are controllable. And you want to reduce that cost of housing down as low as possible. Could be living with your parents, could be multiple roommates, could be really living in a very, very small place just to keep that expense down. When it comes to transportation, it could be, you know, taking a bike to work, walking, public transportation, or buying a used car. But certainly trying not to buy a new car with those additional bills that would be required. And debt, not taking any more debt. And solving the debt that is currently there. Those are really important. The other expenses are what they are. Now, there's online tools. You can find plenty of Excel spreadsheets, free ones online for this, for budgeting and so forth. So when you're helping to build your budget, you can do that. You can go to mint.com. You can go to services like Quicken, and we have a little Excel spreadsheet we got attached here for you, or a link to it. But we're looking at preparing or re-preparing your budget, which is really all about, you know, what income's coming in, what expenses are going out. Control the ones you can, and then the other ones you're kind of there for living. Once you've done that, then you want to establish, number 1, emergency fund. Now, if you just have enough to just get $1,000 or $2,000 set aside, that's great. Normally, we like to see 3 to 6 months of expenses set aside, but just to get that going. Because then we get to my next favorite one, which is to start to save beyond that. And that would be your work, your 401k, if you have that available to you, especially if it's got a match. Why? It hits all 3 rules. You're planning, number 1, to save. Number 2, you're using other people's money. What do I mean by that? Well, most matching 401ks, they match 50 cents on the dollar for the first 3, 4, 5, 6%, or 1 for 1. It's usually 3, 4, 5% of additional money. It's free money, and it's accumulating in your account. And my 3rd rule, it's prioritizing by taxation. It's tax deductible and it's tax deferred. And this is outstanding. We get 2 out of 3 of the wonderful tax benefits take place. So it's just a great way to start moving the savings along after you've built this budget. And you want to save what? 15% a year on average, to make it so you become a successful investor down the road. So you're building wealth down the road. But it's going to relieve the financial stress. Having a plan in place, having a budget in place, and following that budget, really doing these first 2 things, makes a huge difference. So until next time, enjoy.